Hello chatbox out there. Today in this video I'm going to be telling you guys out there about what I got to on my Thursday and Friday of this week. I hope you guys all having a lovely Friday. On my Thursday I got up ready for the day ahead and the sun was shining, the birds were chirping and I was in such a good mood. Got changed, got downstairs, had some toast with a cup of tea, was just listening to some music and went up to my Facebook to Instagram, read and drew and worked on some new designs and was just watching some vlogs and fights and funny dog videos off YouTube. Did a new TikTok, uploaded that, I was watching some TikToks, and then my mum got up and me and my mum watched some episodes of Golden Girls and Mandy She Wrote. My dad was up sorting stuff on the garden and sorting the sheds out and he went off for a nap. My older brother was on his Xbox, younger brother was at work and older sister was at her house and younger sister is at her uni flat with her boyfriend at the moment. And I did some painting and colouring in and worked on some new illustrations, and that's been keeping me very busy doing lots of creative stuff at the moment, trying to keep myself busy. And I listened to a bit of Coldplay, Kylie 1975, Lady Gaga, Duran Duran. I have a large range of music taste and did a bit of karaoke, love a bit of sing song me. Then I had a cup of tea and some biscuits and then went off for a walk and walked to the shops and got some bits and bobs from there. I love the word bits and bobs. Then I got some nature snaps and I got back and was just watching some stuff on the TV out there and some stuff on record that I need to watch and wrote a bit on my journal, did some drawing, and then for tea we had pizza and that was very nice. And then my younger brother got back from being at work and he was off on his Xbox, and me and my mum and older brother watched my younger sister's live stream that she did as she was doing a live stream about her artwork for her uni course. And then I had some of my biscuits I got from the shops and a cup of tea and was just watching some episodes of Dot 2, Torchwood, Disc Country and Firebrand and Sketch Country on BBC Player, and also watched some episodes of Glee and Wayne and Merlin and Skins and some other stuff on Netflix, and was watching some episodes of Recess and Kim Possible and Good Luck Charlie on Disney Plus, and watched some episodes of Boy Meets World and Girl Meets World, and watched Lilo and Stitch and Frozen and Tangled and Mary Poppins, Nana McPhee and Tangled off record on the TV, and love Disney Plus so much. It's come at a great time as it was released just as we're into lockdown, so Disney Plus has been a really big help watching that. And I love Olaf in Frozen, he's probably one of my favourite Disney characters, him and Stitch from Lilo and Stitch. And I love the lantern scene in Tangled, it's one of my favourite scenes in a Disney film ever. Also watched 101 Dalmatians, love that film so much, that's probably one of my favourite Disney films ever. And I then did some arts and crafts and was just doing some new drawings, posted some of them onto my social medias, and then went for a massive walk and got a load of nature snaps, sat on a bench, listened to the nearby stream and just sat and watched the world go by and relaxed, and it was really calming. And then I got back and played with my main t-shirt doll, and then was sorting out my dolls and dollhouse and my office, tidying that up, had a big sort out and did some dolls, some beautiful doll photography and played in front of my doll drama, so that was really fun. And then I was just watching some stuff off Netflix, and then I went to bed. I was so exhausted, had such a busy day doing lots of stuff, been here, there and everywhere, and I slept alright. At the moment I haven't really been sleeping very well, so I've been quite cranky and quite agitated as I've just not been sleeping that great, been waking up a couple of times during the night and having really weird dreams for some reason, and so far a lot better. Got up this morning and felt much better, much happier, much more with it than I had been. And I had some toast and a cup of tea for my breakfast, and I was just listening to a bit of music. My mum got up and me and my mum watched some episodes of Golden Girls as it's airing every lunchtime at the moment, so we've been watching that, I'm recording that on watching days, love a bit of Golden Girls. And then my dad was up sorting the garden out and he went off to bed. Younger brother had work and older brother was on his Xbox. Older sister's at hers, and I went down and saw her the other day. Stayed outside while she was inside. Stayed distance apart, obviously, and it was really nice to see her and her boyfriend and their cat Loki. He was getting so big now. He's so adorable. He's a Bengal cat, so he's like a tiger. He loves water, and he's so gorgeous, grey, and got massive green eyes. I managed to get a photo of him, and then I got another photo where he looks very angry, so I posted it. I was like, don't think he's very happy getting photos taken. And then I talked to my younger sister on Facebook to go stay in touch with family and friends at this hard time. It's very important to do that. And I then was just on my Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Twitter is being really weird at the moment, playing that, not letting me retweet more than one thing at a time, and you have to wait ages and until you can retweet enough thing. But luckily, my backup account that I had to make is working alright, so I can tweet as much as I want there. But maybe I over-tweeted too much. I'll have to try reining the retweets. Who knows? Then I posted the photos onto my Facebook, and then my dad got up from his nap, and for my lunch I had some cheese and pickle rolls and a cup of tea. I watched Big Brother and this thing called Cake Masters, this cake making show, and it's so cool. And I've recorded the Dora Explorer live action film that they made. It looks really good, so I can't wait to watch that. I watched a little bit of it and then I recorded it and turned it off so I can watch it from the start. And I threw the test off my dog house out in the garden. It's quite sunny early on, but it's going over a bit overcast. I'm very out here now in the garden under a nice umbrella in the shade because I know that Saturday and Sunday it's supposed to be really gloomy, cold and dreary and rainy, so this is the best time to get out here and vlog. And then later on I'm probably going to go for a walk and make the most of the sunshine and the warmth before it goes all gloomy and cold. Apparently up north they might be getting a bit of snow, which is bonkers. And I then was just doing some colouring in, and I got a photo of my dog house while throwing a telescope for him with the thrower thing, whatever you call these, and he's just so photogenic, such an adorable dog. We've had him for 5 years, nearly 6 years, but he has fitted in so well. It's like we've had him for a lot longer than that. He's travelled now, so he's getting on a bit, so we always have to be careful when taking him for walks and stuff, because he gets tired out a lot easier now, and he doesn't know when to stop. So we took him to Nibley Monument a while back, and he ended up exhausting himself and literally was just a heap on the sofa and just couldn't move. So my dad was like, you can't take him on big walks like that anymore, so we have to be careful when taking him for walks now that we don't take him too far, because he's got quite bad legs. We think he might have arthritis in his legs now, bless him. He's such an adorable pooch. And then I was watching some old Glee episodes and did a bit of Cokie, love a bit of a sing song, just a bit of Shania Twain, and I did some new illustrations. Did a Facebook Live the other night, so that was fun. And watched Pollyanna, probably one of my favourite films ever. Such a classic Disney film. The part where she falls out of the tree used to absolutely terrify me as a kid. I remember watching it, and every time that scene happened, I used to have to run out the room. I used to do that with Cruella de Vil as well, every time she shouted, because she is one hell of a scary lady. That reminds me, on Facebook at the moment there's a challenge where you have to have, there's a animation of a potato, and you have to draw on it and make it look like a Disney character, and then post it, and people have to guess what it is. So I put white and black hair and spots on, so it was Cruella de Vil. It wasn't as easy as I thought. I thought, oh, this is going to be easy to do, but it was quite tricky, so that was really fun to do, and a nice little creative activity. And clapped for NHS the other night, loved doing that, seeing all the neighbours out clapping, and it's so good. They are amazing. Just want to say a massive thanks to the NHS for everything they're doing on the front line, and all the key workers like farmers, shopkeepers, police, all of you. You are doing an amazing job, and it is V-Day today, 35 years of V-Day, and so there was a moment of silence, so I did that, and I saw a photo that my auntie had posted of my grandpa when he was younger with his mum and dad, and my mum looks just like my mum's grandma, my dad, my grandpa's mum, and my dad got up from his nap and was sorting stuff on the house. My older brother is just washing his car, and he's going to be going off for a bike ride later on. My younger brother got back from being at work, and he was on his Xbox, and I was putting some clothes away. He didn't realise he was home, so I was like, I didn't know you were that. I was like, I finish 2 o'clock every day. Being crazy as per usual, and he's been so loud and crazy on his Xbox. I can't wait till the end room over there, you can't really see it's off there, is his room, and then I'll be able to have the room that me and him share. He goes through my room to get to his room. There's a little fake wall up. Can't wait till all of that is my room. I might keep the wall up and have my office in the bit where his room is, and then have my bedroom bit in the bit where my bedroom is now, and put my office and doors in that bit, or I might just open the whole thing up again. I'm not sure. I'll think about that when we get to that. My dad's going to be starting in June time, sorting the end room out for my younger brother's bedroom, and also over there where there's a little patio bit, he's going to be putting a little conservatory up and putting all the animals and utility room bit in there, which would be fun, which would be good, and we're going to be sorting that out. My dad painted the fence the other day a nice green colour, which has been good. He wanted me to help, but last time I did that, it didn't go too well. It looked awful, so he was like, I'll do it myself. And I was just sorting out the garden, sorting the house out, tidying up. Good thing I have OCD, so I just been keep myself basically doing lots of tidying up. And I have just been going on lots of walks and getting lots of nature photography. I'm hopefully going to be doing a photography course in September. That's what I'm looking to do when I'm not working, and I just can't wait to get back to work and touch rugby and Mono Group. I'm missing it so much. I saw one of my Mono Group members a few days ago while on a walk, so it's really nice to see her. Stay distance apart as obviously I was supposed to, and had a nice chat with her. I'm distancing so well that the other day I almost fell in the bush because there were people coming and I went like that, and there's a bush over there and I almost fell in the bush. What am I like? I'm super clumsy, and I'm just loving all the flowers at the moment. They're all coming into bloom at the moment, so I've been able to get lots of nice colourful flowers and colour photography. Love lots of colourful bright flowers and stuff, so I posted some on my mate commented saying I love all the array of colours that you use in your photos, and I have also been feeling a lot more healthier in myself, slimmer in the face and in my tummy, and I don't know if it's because I've had a shave, but I definitely do feel a lot slimmer. My hair's driving me crazy, it has a mind of its own, and I think it looks alright today. Had a shower and I don't want it to look alright, and then as the day's gone on I think it's just got crazier and crazier, and I have a bit of a love-hate relationship with my hair. I'm always like, sometimes I think it looks alright and sometimes I just want to buzz it all off. That's the COVID haircut at the moment for guys. They all buzz the hair off. And my older brother did my shaved haircut a few days back, and I was tempted to like just buzz it all off, but then chickened out. And I watched Ever After, probably one of my favourite films ever. Drew Barrymore is so good in it. And I watched some episodes of Friends, such a great show, one of my favourite comedy shows ever. I watched some episodes of Miranda and Piccadilly, and I see myself as a male version of a cross between Bridget Jones and Miranda, and I would love to have my own comedy show or TV series or drama. I'd love to write and create something like that, or to have my books out or anything like that. You know what they say, dream big. And yeah, I have just been doing lots of writing at the moment, working on my book on my notes on my phone. I find that the easiest way to do that. Got dogs barking over there. It's like a madhouse around here. We've always got the doorbell going, the phone going, someone screaming about something with my family. There's always lots of us, so it's always something going on. And I live in quite a loud area, so there's always lots of kids around playing in the street, lots of dogs barking. They have lots of animals over the road, and they had a canary or something that got loose, or some type of bird that got loose, and it was in our garden, so my mum carefully picked it and walked around and gave it back. And yeah, it's always a madhouse around here, always something crazy going on. Keeps me entertained, and I love my neighbours. They're so great, so lovely, and it's just a really good place to be, really, and especially during this time, I've been uh, talking over the phone to my neighbours, making sure that they're alright, and it's been really lovely. They've been checking up on us as well. It's been really good, and I am now off to go and watch today's Home and Neighbours. Thank God Home and recorded, because unfortunately at the moment it's not been recording properly. So I'm going to be watching that, write a bit of my journal, have a cup of tea and my biscuits, and I'm probably going to go for a walk and make the most of this sunshine while we have it, because it's supposed to get really gloomy Saturday, Sunday, and up north might be getting some snow. Madness. This weather is crazy, and it's at this time of year where you don't know if you should wear a short sleeve or long sleeve top, because the weather is so unpredictable. It'll be gloomy, then it'll be sunny, then it'll be gloomy, then it'll be raining. Always have such crazy weather. I hope you guys have all had a great week. All have a lovely end of your week, and all have a lovely weekend ahead. Stay safe, stay positive, keep calm. We will get through this, and I shall see you when you vlog very soon. Bye.